Banker talk. All right, let's talk about PMI. Everybody should be getting these in the mail recently. It is a annual PMI disclosure form. All right, let's get into this. So, private mortgage insurance is an insurance premium that you have to pay for if you don't put 20% down on a home. Now, we all know home prices and values have gone up. When we sold our house in Stillwater, which was our rental property, we ended up taking a lot of the proceeds of that home sale and put it into finishing our unfinished basement, which doubled our square footage of our home. So after we were done finishing the home, I ended up contacting our last mortgage company that was our mortgage servicer at that time, which I will not disclose who it was because they were not very good. I contacted them and I said, our home value has gone up because we had finished our basement and doubled our square footage. They had me fill out this form and they said they lost the form and all this stuff. And then at the end, they ended up saying that we had to pay $800 for an appraisal to have someone come out and appraise our property. And I'm like, that's way too much. We're not paying $800 for getting that done. We're not going to pay $800 for an appraisal. That is ridiculous. Now, our new mortgage servicing company, which is Rocket Mortgage right now, they sent me another disclosure this just a couple days ago. And I was like, we're calling them. We called them last night. Talked to Larry. Oh my gosh, he was amazing. He put me on hold. They end up doing their little digital appraisal. And he was like, yep, you definitely need to get this PMI taken off. We pay $131 a month just for insurance, for private mortgage insurance. So our mortgage has now gone down $131 a month. I just really wish that the last company would have done that, or the last mortgage servicing company did that, because that would have saved us a lot of money. Now, something that most Americans do not know about mortgages, most mortgages are backed by the government, and the banks do not own your mortgage note. It does not get sold. Those are just the service providers. Think of it as like when we were a landlord. We hired a company to manage our property for us. They would collect the rent for us. They would do background checks on everybody. They would go and do this, the showings for us. They would take all the phone calls in the middle of the night, and they are what we would call a servicer. They provided us a service to manage our property. It's the same thing at these banks. So a lot of people think, oh, another bank bought my loan from this other bank. No, it's just the government said, hey, we're done having you as a servicer. We're hiring another mortgage company to service that loan. So they're collecting the payments for them. They're making sure the escrow gets paid and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of Americans think that that bank owns their mortgage. They don't. It's really the government that owns your mortgage. They just hired them to service it. So the reason for my video, contact your mortgage company. Home prices have doubled, tripled. Gosh, in the neighborhood right now, we were looking to see if we were going to build another house in the second phase of our neighborhood. They want $500,000. And I'm like, what? So contact your mortgage company, see if they can do a little digital appraisal for your home and see if you can get your PMI removed. It will really save you a lot of money. $131 a month is a lot of money after a year. So just want to give you another banking tip. If you want more banking tips like this and tricks, follow me. Peace.